And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new Keanu Reeves movie, John Wick Chapter 3. So, John Wick. If you've seen the first two movies, if you haven't seen the first two movies, big spoilers here. So, you've been warned. I know I won't spoil the third one. So, and John Wick was a retired, I guess, assassin, pretty much. So he's retired. He just lost his wife, and this is from the first movie. So he lost his wife, and then his wife gave him a puppy. Something happens. Obviously, his wife passes away. I think she had cancer, I believe, if I remember correctly. So, obviously, the people who wanted him to come back pretty much kill his puppy and steal his car. Well, that pretty much pissed off John Wick, and he goes on a rampage from there. Number two, he continues as well to continue doing what he does best, going after the people who really pissed him off, especially trying to find his car, trying to get revenge on the people that killed his puppy, and also the people who were related to that person who killed his puppy. So we got to see that for number two, which was very good. And then of course the ending of number two, he broke the law. He broke the rule basically in the Continental. The Continental is where his organization, dwells. So there are hotels all over the world. If you even, like, let's say you smash somebody's car and you guys are both a part of the Continental. You guys probably will kill each other, right? You step foot in any Continental, anywhere around the world, you cannot fight. Can't fight, take it outside, fine, whatever. Once you're inside, no. You can't even be on the grass and fight. That's how sacred these places are. But then John Wick kind of broke the rules. He killed somebody that he was going after for number two in the Continental, on sacred ground. He was not supposed to. Leading up to number three, he becomes excommunicado, and there's a bounty on his head. Pretty much the movie starts off with him running for his life. And number three is basically him trying to survive. Because it's kind of like The Purge meets with assassins. Put that in your head for a little bit. Especially the way it starts too. And what I can say about this movie is insanity. It's insane. I'm talking about pure action, pure enjoyment. Seeing violence in a cool way, it was such a great delight to see all that kind of stuff. There are some moments in this movie, it's kind of like, okay, I really wish I didn't go there, but what can you do? Maybe they'll save it for a prequel. And what that means is, which I'm going to go for the negatives now, is that there are certain moments in his life that they kind of go back into this one that we don't even know about. Because we don't know what happened to him prior to the first one. We all know he retired, but what was the main reason for him retiring? We really don't know too much about his past, or his first assassination, his first, hit, or whatever it was. And then when you go through this movie and you see him talking to people from his past, it's cool to see it. You kind of get it, but then you wish, okay, why would you explain that to us now when you know that you should do that maybe in a prequel movie or something? And but what can you do? So that kind of threw me off a little bit with certain scenes here and there about it. I mean, I get the gist of it. I put two and two together, but I really wish they would have saved those kind of moments for like maybe a prequel story or something. Or apparently they're gonna do a prequel TV show or whatever it is. Halle Berry's in this movie, and wow, Halle Berry to me just gets gorgeous and hotter every time I see her in anything. She's just that good looking. It's ridiculous how scary good looking she is. And seeing her do action scenes in this movie, oh my goodness. She's great. She's great. Her role is very small, but when you see her do her thing, it's pretty long enough. It's pretty, stretchable. It's stretchable. I'll say that. You're like, man, do I want more. You know what? Make a prequel story of just her. I will love that. I think that would be cool. And it was great. Like I said, I really wish her character was in the movie a little bit more. But, her character was fun. very interesting. She has a past that it's very interesting to maybe go back and look at it and be like, that's cool. Oh, that makes sense now. You know what I mean? So, and don't worry, no puppies were harmed during the making of this movie. So, just letting you guys know that. But John Wick 3 to me, well, I think the action was way better than maybe the first one. I think it's on par with number 2. I would say that for now. I have to watch it again. But and then the way this movie sets up the next one, wow, I kind of wanted to see the next one now. And I love the fact that these movies don't go 10 years later or 5 months later. It just picks up right off where the next one left off. The first one ended, number 2 picks right off right after the first one ends. Second one ends, third one picks up right where the second one ends. And it's like, yeah. So, span like maybe a week, month. This guy's life is beyond sad at this point. And the way that he has to survive remember, he's a wanted man from everybody from the Continentals, you know, he's a hitman, but he's the best hitman ever. They call him the boogeyman, and when you watch this movie, you're gonna be like, yeah. To me, he can kill Bond like that. Ethan Hunt, I think Ethan Hunt will give him a good fight, but like, I think even Ethan Hunt would die. Jason Bourne, you might as well just go out a window yourself because you ain't gonna do anything. Yeah, this guy's kind of like Batman of Bond. It's like really scary. I'm telling you, the way he does things in this movie is beyond crazy. And Keanu Reeves is just great. Halle Berry was good. Lawrence Fishburne, he's back as well. He's in this movie. He's really good. The main bad guy, because they even have a main bad guy who's kind of like the district manager of all the Continental. She goes in and pretty much just kind of like punishes everybody who supposedly helps John Wick in this movie. And I won't tell you how she punishes them, but I kind of wish her character did something more than just bark orders. Like, that's all she did in this movie, and that's not much of a spoiler. It was just, she was just there. She looked intimidating and pretty much bark orders. I feel like she could have been more of a bigger threat than she was. That's all I'm saying. That would be another negative for me. I felt like, the main bag, because she's in the trailers, John Wick broke the rules. You see her and you're like, oh, this is going to be another, kind of like what Ruby Rose was in the last one. But Ruby Rose did, she had more action scenes in this. This girl, I don't know the actress name, but, her acting-wise, she did fine. I just wish I wanted to see more from her. I wanted to see her fight Wick or whatever or something. She didn't do anything. That's not as much of a spoiler. She didn't do anything except bark orders to do, but look intimidating as well. She looked good, but just being intimidating is not really giving you, brownie points as much, But maybe she'll come back for the fourth one and maybe she'll do something. But like I said, this movie has a lot of moments here that are like, whoo, crazy. A bunch of roller coaster moments here and there, and it's beyond crazy and great. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about John Wick Chapter 3 if you saw it. Are you interested in seeing John Wick? Did you see the first two? Do you want to see this one? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you very much and have a good day.